The COP26 summit has been somewhat overshadowed, certainly from the UK's point of view, by a spat between the French and the English. One doesn't know what goes on behind closed doors in these events, but I suspect that the French, who have been seriously irritated by the British insisting in such absolutist terms for Brexit, have been additionally irked by the UK playing their part, along with the Australians and the United States, in the decision to ditch an agreement between France and Australia and exclude the French in agreeing a new sale of nuclear submarines to Australia. This no doubt snubbed the French and has cost them billions of euros. Now, this decision may have been deliberate, who knows, but I suspect it was more that it had not been thought through. The French reaction to the announcement should not have been unexpected, and yet both in the US and the UK, there were expressions of surprise at the strength of the French reaction. Now, when I'm coaching executives, I often ask them what are the unintended consequences of what they plan to do. I remember working with an organization that was headquartered in a large city in the US, and they decided to redomesticate, as it was called, move their headquarters for tax reasons to another country. And at the time, I asked the CEO whether he had considered the unintended consequences of his decision. When one makes large strategic moves like this, it really pays to spend some time and look at these things from all angles. What that particular decision led to was all sorts of difficulties. For instance, the old headquarters in the US was left largely decapitated as all the senior executives moved to the second country. There were a number of other command and control issues that arose as well. And not only that, on a personal note, a number of the people who moved abroad found it a huge wrench, and it was very difficult for them to settle in that foreign country. When you're taking a significant decision, take the time to look at what the unintended consequences might be. If you haven't, give this review some space and do it with a sufficiently open mind so that if you realize that the unintended consequences are going to be substantial, it might perhaps not be the right decision after all, however glittery it at first appears. The fact is that human issues, which are often not taken into account, cost an organization more than the analyst's optimistic spreadsheet might predict. That's my thought for the week. My name is Thom. I'm the CEO of Serenity and Leadership, and I'll see you next week.